It's your first entry into your arbiter training session ever. And this is an exam question that comes up. And you say in the answer that it is a win for black. And the lecturer marks it as wrong and says this is a draw. But who's right? Well, let's have a look. White played rook to f8, and before he presses his clock, his flag fell, which means he ran out of time. Black called the arbiter and claimed the win because of the flag fall. Well, here's the position right here. The arbiter, no, not the arbiter, the lecturer claimed that this was indeed a draw. And assuming that this move, oh, sorry. Well, actually, let's actually, wait till, yeah. Assuming this actually gets played, yeah, it is a draw. But here's where the lecturer also got it wrong. It's not a draw. And here's why. Remember, before white could press their clock, before they even got the chance to press the clock, white ran out of time. If it were a checkmate, then it would be a little different. If it were a checkmate and his flag falls, then yeah, then in that case, then white would win anyway because it's already checkmate. But rook to f8 check is not a checkmating move. So because the flag fell before white got the chance to confirm the move, white, the white move did not count. It didn't count. So rook has to stay where it is. And because white's flag fell, white cannot fight for themselves anymore. I mean, this is what the lecturer is referring to. The game is drawn if the position is such that the opponent cannot checkmate the player's king by any possible series of legal moves. Any possible series of legal moves, right? But remember, rook f8 check did not count. So the rook's still gonna be here. And there is a legal sequence of moves that allows black to win. And we have to assume the worst case scenario for white anyway, because white ran out of time. So this is the worst case scenario for white. And it's a win for black at this point, because black would get a queen for free, and they're going to get a second queen across the board for free. So as it turns out, it really was a win for black, because rook f8 check did not count. His flag fell before the clock could be pressed. If he played it on time, then it's a different case. This would have been a draw, but his flag fell before he got that chance. So it's a win for black. And a similar case scenario was already posted on this European magazine right here. They got it wrong too. The magazine also assumes that rook c1 check was played, but the flag fell before they could press the clock. So rook c1 check did not count. I mean, I get where the lecturer is coming from. I know what kind of edge case scenario he wants to like teach us, you know, like, but that was not the example to use, because if you actually look at the real scenario behind this stuff, like if you actually plug in the actual rules, I mean the laws, sorry, if you plug in the actual laws behind this position, remember the flag fell before the clock was pressed. If you actually plug in the laws, Article 6.9 does not apply. Rook f8 check did not count, and because it did not count, and black still has enough checkmating material, the position is still pretty live. And there is a legal sequence of moves. I mean, I get it, like white would basically have to helpmate black into a checkmate, but like there is a sequence for black in which black can win, and thus it still is a win for black. Remember, if it's checkmate, that's different, but rook f8 check is not a checkmate move, and because of that, it did not count. Only a checkmate can override a flagfall. So black's flagfall claim still stands. It is a win for black. So this is not a good example to use when it comes to this edge case scenario in Article 6.9. Then what is a good scenario to use? You don't have to look very far. Here's a game that I played. Yes, I was black in this game, and I got real close to winning this, okay? I got real close to winning this exact scenario. Now, I can't remember the exact moves because it was like, I can't remember the exact moves because like it was a blitz, like it was a blitz game, so, and it was over the board, and so I couldn't remember the moves. It was played at a cafe, and it was over the board, and because it was a blitz game, I don't play blitz very often, but like, here's the the thing. The only form of chess that deserves to be legitimate is over the board classical. That's the only legitimate form of chess that deserves to exist. Okay, online chess is not legitimate. It has to be over the board and it has to be classical. Please, no, none of that rapid and blitz nonsense. It's just no. Besides that, this was a blitz game that I reluctantly played at a cafe, and I had this position and my flag fell. But it's already a dead position. Like, I had to spend the time to plug every move I could have made, since it's black to move, right? Like, so it's black to move, so I tried to, like, plug in every move that I could have made. It's still 0-0. It's already a dead position. Like, this would have been a much better example to use for this Article 6.9 edge case scenario. And yet this, as it turns out, Gelfand and Kramnik played a game that ended exactly like this. So there you have it. Yeah, if all legal moves really do lead to a draw, then it would have been a draw. But in the example that he chose, it was a win for black. But if you want an actual case study that could have counted towards this, you don't have to look very far. I got a real scenario that happened to me that illustrates this. And yeah, and this is the exact same position that Gelfand and Kramnik ended up into the, like, they both played this game and ended up in this position as well. And the arbiters did intervene and called the game a draw. This is why the scenario exists, folks. It's not this composed position that, like, that these people at FIDE are trying to, like, conjure up. Like, we already have a real scenario right here. You could have just used that. Anyway, have fun.